who's going to be driving it. So I'm going to find out who that is and hopefully not screw up the name this year. Because this is not my day job. Thankfully.
There we go.
They're making them walk outside? That's cold. My goodness. All right, let's give everybody a round of applause. These are the guests of honor. They are the 5 finalists and the wild card contestants for the Make It a Win-Win Sweepstakes. All right, congratulations everybody. Come on down. You're the next contestant. On the Trax is right. All right, my name is Scott Coberly. I'm a finance manager here at Alaska Sales and Service, and I will be your MC today. Sorry about your luck. All righty, in just a few minutes, we're going to find out who the lucky winner will be for the 2019 all-wheel drive Chevy Trax, generously donated by your friends here at Alaska Sales and Service to promote the United Way of Anchorage campaign. And thank you all for coming out to cheer on your friends and your family. All right. We at Alaska Sales and Service are very proud to let you know that we have been locally owned and operated since 1944. Alaska Sales and Service is committed to the community and the work of the United Way of Anchorage. In fact, we have been a proud supporter of the United Way of Anchorage for 50 years. Woo! Alaska Sales and Service is proud to be part of the United Way. Make it a win-win sweepstakes. And believe it or not, this is the 7th vehicle that we have given away and donated to the United Way to rally the community of the Live United and help in the fight to better our community. And I'm proud to be an employee of this company. Today we're excited to give it away to one lucky winner. We'd like to take a chance to thank Katie Stackhow of Altman, Rogers and Company for volunteering her time to oversee the drawing and managing the safekeeping and control of the keys for United Way Anchorage, Alaska Sales and Service to ensure total confidentiality. Katie of Altman and Rogers is the only one who knows which key goes to which car. For 7 years, I've been trying to figure this out. For 7 years, I have been unsuccessful. All right, well, let's introduce the 5 finalists. The finalists were chosen from a pool of 3,198 people who generously donated, believe it or not, over $1 million to this campaign. Donors were automatically entered if they made a new donation of $52 or they increased their previous year's donation by any amount of money. Okay? So, first off, we have Sandra Kirk. Sandra comes to us from the Office of Child Services, and she says, I donate to the United Way because I feel my money is used wisely, and I'm just trying to make a difference. Thank you. Tasha Nichols. All right. Tasha says, I donate to the United Way because I appreciate the support they provide the youth and the work that they do in the community. Thank you again. All right, next we have Tony Burdick from Doyon Drilling. Unfortunately, he's on the slope this afternoon. Amber Teagan is probably cuter than he is anyway. will represent him. And Tony says, I contribute to United Way because I want all children to have a positive start into adulthood so they have the opportunity to succeed and continue to encourage the youth of our next generation. All right. Next up, we have Dr. Samantha Hyde Rowland from the Department of Social and Health Services. Is that you right there? That was your cue. All right. She says, I choose to donate to the SHARE campaign because my grandmother always taught me that those who can have an obligation to support organizations that are working for a more just society. She encouraged her grandchildren to pick a cause and support it, and I do so also. Very good. Last but certainly not least is Mr. Mark Dixon. He comes to us from the Department of Natural Resources, and he says, when neighbors help neighbors, our community gets stronger. United Way is a great way to help all of our neighbors. So we'd like to thank all of our 5 finalists. And now this is the fun part. We have 25 wild card contestants. That's all these people here, if you were wondering who they are. And they have been entered in to win the last chance to get in on this drawing. So we will actually have 6 finalists, including the ones that we have. And what we're going to do now is we are going to spin the drum, and we are going to find out who is going to represent the wild card. Okay? We have Miss Wendy down there. If you ever heard Wendy talk, she doesn't need a microphone. That's why she's down there. Alrighty. So, let's go ahead and spin it and bring me the name. Come on, let's give a big round of applause. Let's get some excitement going around here. Let's go. Now she gets to walk it all the way over here, so we'll give her a big round of applause if she can get over here without... I guess I was not needed for that one. As you can see, that's why Wendy does not need a microphone. I might be out of a job next year. All right, so that's Megan Dinger, also from the First National Bank of Alaska. Awesome. All righty. Now, we want to have you know that we start with 6, but only one will drive home in a brand new 2019 all-wheel drive Chevy Trax. In a few moments, these finalists will choose which of the 6 Chevy Trax that they will start. But before we do, I'd like to introduce to you from the United Way, Elizabeth. Elizabeth?
Well, it's an exciting day, and it's a great time for me to say a great big thank you to Alaska Sales and Service for all their generous support. As you have heard, they have been supporting United Way for 50 years, and they have a very strong tradition of a great employee campaign, and the company matches dollar for dollar. Alaska Sales and Service, as you also heard, this is the 7th year in a row that they have provided a car. Please, let's give them another big round of applause. I'd also like to extend a great big thank you to all of our finalists and the wild card contestants today, and all of you who are donors here. You are all making a huge difference in our community. You are improving lives and making the community better for all of us. Your donations, yes, your donations are helping our community in 3 specific ways, and I'm just going to highlight them. But when you give to United Way, you are helping kids succeed. And some of you know this, some of you have heard this, but over the 12 years that we have been focused together with you and other community members and partners on increasing the graduation rate in our community, we have been able to increase the graduation rate from 59% to 80%. That's with support from you. You also know that we as a community, United Way, donors, and other partners, we are fighting to end homelessness, making it brief, rare, and a one-time event. And we are doing that in a variety of ways. Some of you know about the 9 churches that provide emergency cold weather shelter in this time in our community to our most vulnerable families. And they, just this winter, just even in the first few months that we have numbers for, there have been 40 families that you have helped with 62 kids. These families would otherwise have fallen through the cracks. But because of you and your support of United Way and the churches, they have a warm, safe place to be even on our coldest nights. Thank you. And the third focus I want to share with you today is Alaska 211. Some of you know that's just like 911. You dial 211 when you need information and referral. And United Way of Anchorage manages that program. And we talk to a lot of people, and I shouldn't say we because I'm not one of them. There are very highly trained information referral specialists over there answering the phones. And it is a statewide program, multilingual, but here in Anchorage last year, there were over 18,000 calls, and those information referral specialists made over 26,000 referrals to those folks calling for help. And the most top 3 requests are food, housing, and healthcare. So together we are all making this community a great place, improving lives, making this community a great place for all of us. And now it is my pleasure to introduce to you Diana Pfeiffer. Diana is the CEO and President of Alaska Sales and Service and a longtime supporter of United Way.
Thank you, Elizabeth, and welcome everybody for this most exciting event. I want to also thank Kate and Rachel and all of the staff that came over from United Way and all of our Alaska Sales and Service staff who've helped with all this setup, and Katie Strachow from Altman Rogers, who is overseeing this, making sure that everything is independent as we give away this beautiful 2019 Chevrolet Trax to one of these lucky 6 winners. Just take a look at those tracks. One look at this ride's sporty, confident stance, and you'll realize it was born to stand out. Very cool. My speech repeats some of the other stuff. This is our 7th year giving away a car with United Way. Even more exciting for us is Alaska Sales has been a contributor for 50 years to support the commitment to our community, to support all the agencies that United Way helps with. Families helps them with home, food, shelter, children's needs, and all that to make Anchorage a much better place to live. And this year, Alaska Sales and Service is very proud to say that this is our 75th year in business in Anchorage, Alaska. We are one of the oldest corporations in the state. Always Alaskan owned and operated, and so proud to be a member of this community and a partner with United Way. And more important, for our 51st year, I'm really happy to announce that Alaska Sales and Service will continue to support the 2019 United Way campaign with a new Buick Encore for its next giveaway. So watch for the campaigns at your workplace and become an entrant in that giveaway. Now I'm giving it back to Scott and Wendy. We will prepare to spin the wheel. Yeah.
I thought she did great. All righty. All right, guys. Are you ready to find out who will be the lucky winner? Alrighty. We have 6 Chevy Trax here today. Each Chevy Trax is accompanied by an Alaska Sales and Service representative, a United Way of Anchorage representative, and a key. We are about to find out which one, and only one, will actually start the vehicle's engine. The pictures of the 5 finalists are right here to my right on the wheel. And what we're going to do is I'm going to ask Wendy to prepare to spin the wheel. And then whoever the arrow lands on first will get their first choice of the Chevy Trax. The Chevy Trax, the person who is picked for that, will stand directly in front of the one that they have chosen. And once that has been claimed, that person's name or face, shall I say, comes off the board, and we will spin the wheel again, and whoever it comes closest to, we will do it that way until we have all of our finalists standing in front of a Chevy Trax. All right, once all the Chevy Trax are claimed, the finalists will be asked to enter the car. When I say start your engines and Mark waves the flag, each finalist will place his or her foot on the brake pad and push the start button, but only one vehicle is going to start. And then we will have our winner. All right, finalists, are you ready to make it a win-win? All right. Wendy, I don't have to ask if you're ready to spin the wheel. She woke up this morning ready to spin the wheel. All right, give it a rip. That's not a rip. Come on. All right. The first finalist is gonna be Mark. All right, Mark, so what we're going to ask you to do is pick one that you think that is going to start, and I want you to stand in front of it and stay there until we tell you otherwise.
I got a tough decision. Right here.
Well, I'm glad you chose that one because I will remember that you're Mark, and I can't see who's driving that. So if that one starts, I'll know it's you. All righty. Let's try it again, Wendell. Much better effort on the spin this time. Looks like it might be a wild card. All right. Megan Dinger, you are the next contestant. Are you standing in front of the one you want? You didn't have to move very far. Congratulations. All right, let's try that one more time. Blank, that means the DJ wins. Oh, no, the doctor. Whoa, wait, take time out. Are you standing in front of the one you want? All righty. We're down to 3. Give it a rip. All right, that's going to be Tasha. Which one do you want, Tasha? All right, we're down to the final 2, so let's see who gets closest. I might have to make a management decision. All right, I'm going to call this for Tony. Amber is going to stand in for Tony. Yeah, just go find the next one. Yeah, I think they'll know which one it is. All right, now that all the vehicles have been claimed, now the fun begins. All right, the words the drivers really want to hear today is start your engines. And I'd love everybody's help in the audience to help me with that. So at the count of 3, I want to hear your best start your engines. 1, 2, 3. Start your engines! Okay, a little bit louder. Come on, we have cameras here. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Start your engines! I think we got that one. All right, now. Please listen carefully because there will be a test. All right, so when I give you the signal, my hand's going to be in the air and we're all going to say that together. When the phrase is completed, Mark right there is going to wave the flag and then that's when you can start your engines. Okay? All right, now this is very important. Finalists, I want you all of you to get in the car that you have chosen right now and just sit there for a second. But you can't, I repeat, you cannot start your car until Mark waves the flag. You got it? I want to see a thumbs up from all the drivers so they understand what we're talking about, everybody. Thumbs up, we all understand, okay? Mark understands, okay, good. All righty, well, now it's time to find out and reveal who will make it a win-win and drive home in a 2019 Chevy all-wheel drive Trax, folks. All right, are we ready? Yeah! All right, anybody need some help from the audience? All righty. When I call 3, I'm going to say start your engines, and Marcus is going to wave that flag, and we're going to go. Are you ready? Yeah! Are you ready? Yeah! All righty. 1, 2, 3. Start your engines! It looks like our wild card won this year. That is amazing. Congratulations to Megan Dinger.